We were talking about people who have difficult lives or troubles that come, but we all do. Everybody does. Don't abandon the ship when the waves are a little high.
That's when you tie yourself in and get the life jacket on and you hold on to an oar and you don't move. The worst thing you could do is to leave the protection of the boat you're in this case, the gospel of Jesus Christ, and not assume that the first time there's trouble that God hates me, or God doesn't love me, or He doesn't answer my prayers. I want to be careful because I don't want to insult anybody, but it's foolish. Talk to the Savior about continuity, about His giving up. What if He'd have gotten halfway through His atoning sacrifice and said, doesn't look to me like anybody's very appreciative here, I'm quitting. Well, every one of us would be in sorry soup if that's what happened. Thank heavens it wasn't. And He said and did see it through to the end. And I think we sometimes pass over it in the New Testament account, but I think one of the great things that He said in those final 7 phrases from the cross, one of the sweetest is when He said, it's finished. And Father, unto Thee I commend my spirit. Well, I'm grateful that He was able to finish it. I'm grateful that for my sake and yours and everybody we know and our children and our children's children, that He was able to see that through. Well, we're supposed to see through a little difficult weather. We believe that we are gods in embryo. We teach that. We believe that because it's in the scriptures. But how does that happen? What's the mechanics of that? On the morning of the first resurrection, does the coffin open and somebody jumps out and says, I'm here, Lord, give me a universe? Well, I don't think so. I think, like everything else, it's line upon line and precept upon precept. We get to practice. We get to practice. If you want patience, well, hold on, because the Lord's going to give you a dozen things to be patient about. The very things you don't want, but that's where you say you need to grow, that's what He's going to give you. If you say, I want to be long-suffering, it's just that I don't want to suffer, and I don't want it to be for very long, but I'm really for long-suffering. Well, that just isn't the way it works. We get these opportunities to grow inch by inch, experience by experience, child by child. We just get a chance to begin to work on those and tick those off until we hope we have some mastery and we're on our way to the end. We haven't given up. We didn't bail out on the marriage. We didn't turn the kids away. The sun always comes up. It always comes up. And so we stay with it. We hang on because they give the blue ribbons down at the end of the track. They don't give them up at the front, the first 10 yards. I read a book once by Don Scholander, who was a swimmer at Yale the year before I came there. At 18 years of age, he had 26 world records and 38 American records. And he had, 4 gold medals from the Olympics. And somebody asked him, how do you become a championship swimmer? And he says, you kick when you don't want to kick, and you stroke when you don't want to stroke. That's how you win. And that means stay in the tank. You're not getting out. You're not quitting. The victory is at the end of the road. The victory is at the end of the journey. That's the way it was with Christ. That's the way it is for us.